We're here today with Jonathan Iger, who's the CEO of Sage. We've just heard about a model that no one out of 1,350 top CEOs in America I've interviewed has ever done anything like this in real estate. So, what I want to find out is what was the transformative moment that you had that changed everything?
There's been a number, but if we boil it down to one, it's probably about 2017, 2018. I'm actually speaking at a real estate conference. I'm on a dais with maybe five or six other owner operators. So people who own the property, but also are doing the property management of their own properties. Some of the biggest names in commercial real estate in New York and across the country. And it was the last question in the Q&A portion. And a person stood up. This is at almost the peak of WeWork. And WeWork, I think, just around that time had surpassed JP Morgan as being the largest occupier by square footage of space in New York City. Um, Maybe they were at a 20, if not their $47 billion valuation, right? Cover of every magazine. Um, and it was having a significant impact on our overall industry, both in New York, nationally, even globally. They'd launched in India, in Japan, and so many other countries. And the person stood up, and the question was effectively, what did we think would be the largest impact that WeWork would have on the commercial real estate industry? Um, and I had just provided an answer to the last question. So they started at the other end of the dais. And immediately I was like, oh, this is an easy question, right? I got my answer. And as each other owner operator was providing their answer, I either disagreed or said, well, that's just not the case. And then it got to me. And I don't know why that question stuck with me so much. Um, but my response, I didn't have an answer. And my response was, I don't think. I mean, I knew at that moment. I said in front of 400 people, I don't think we understand the importance of that question. And so I'm going to think real hard about it. And if you'd like to give me your business card, I'd be happy to reach out when I have an answer. I don't know if I ever got that person's business card. But what I can tell you is, as I've been known to do, I fell into a rabbit hole. And I don't know if I was in that rabbit hole for 2 weeks or 2 months, looking back on it. But when I came out of that rabbit hole, truly spending an enormous amount of time thinking about that question. And I don't know why it stuck with me, so important to answer. And when I came out of it, my answer to that question at that time was that WeWork, throughout the history of our business, commercial real estate, had become the only identifiable real estate company. They had effectively achieved brand awareness. They'd actually entered the cultural zeitgeist